Hello, hello. Welcome back to another Helldivers stream. So, after reading patch notes yesterday, so you can check out the almost an hour long actually, just kind of patch note interpretation, I thought it would be fun to go into some missions and actually try to test some of the weapons. So, we don't have. Oh, wow. Holy shit. Provides a higher armor rating of 200. Crazy. And what is this? Recoil, fast armor. Okay. Well, um, so what we're going to be doing is we will test out specifically the new shotgun. We're going to test out the two new shotguns. So the ones that have the biggest change in the battle pass are obviously the SG8 Punisher over here, as well as the where is it? Page 4. As well as the SG225 Breaker. So these are the most, let's say, easily or like easier to attain shotguns. If we get enough medals, of course, we can also buy the scythe, for example. But there's something else that I want to test, which is basically how many bullets does it take to kill an enemy with any given gun. One thing that I wanted to check very quickly before we get into it is there's no side weapons, right? So I'm not crazy. I thought I missed something, but there actually are no side arms. So when it comes to your loadout of choice, you basically have only one viable option, so to say. So either you take the P19 Redeemer, if you have access to some sort of a weapon that has decent amount of damage, or you take the Senator if you're very early on, you're still stuck on like automatic assault rifles, and you can't really penetrate that medium armor. So for this stream in particular, I would like to maybe... Oh, no, I understand the armor rating in the system slightly differently. I mean, okay, there is, so right, you can call enemies like unarmored, then you can call enemies like armored, and then that's pretty much it. However, they do have this nomenclature system where they say like light vehicle armor. So I guess they're differentiating between like the weight class of the unit itself. So there are pretty much two type of things that enemies can have like covering them, right? So either they have some sort of a plate or some sort of a shell that most bullets won't go through, or they don't. Right, that's basically it. Of course, there's a lot more nuance to it. So in terms of classifying the enemies, I see them in like 3 classifications, right? So that's like light, medium, and heavy. The light being, for example, your like average bug or spitter. The medium being like your brute commanders, maybe some like warriors, also like your stalkers, as well as the bile spitters, and the heavy being obviously the charger and the bile titan. These are the only 2 type of heavy bug enemies, at least in my understanding, when it comes to kind of like what weapons you need to use to kill them. They also only appear starting higher difficulty, so the Bile Titan I think only starts to appear after difficulty 5 in some missions, not in all of them. When it comes to automatons, so I'm not that familiar with the nomenclature, but let me pull it up on my screen here, and types of automatons, Helldivers 2. So you have troopers, marauders, riders, and commissars, apparently. There are videos that explain how to kill all of them, but we're going to go through a couple of them, right? So you have troopers, marauders, and raiders, which are like your typical little bots that just kind of... Let me actually change the scene real quick so that we can both have a look at this. Hello. Very briefly. So, okay, so we're gonna just blatantly copy. Just gonna copy this. So how do you beat troopers, marauders, and raiders, right? So these are like your small enemy types. Either they have a weapon or they have dual swords. The commissar has a rocket launcher. You just shoot them literally anywhere, like the head, use fine. The commissar has a blade and a pistol, and they're usually the ones that call in the I'm just blatantly ripping off the gamer.com. They're the ones that usually call in the reinforcement ship. So if you see like a little flare, that means that it's them. So the faster you shoot them, the better. Like you try to pick them out of the bunch if you can. The Scout Striders, these are the annoying ones, right? Because they're completely exposed from behind. Their legs are somewhat armored. There is a weak spot here-ish, like in the center. You can kind of get some bullets in. But if you shoot the rider, obviously the whole thing falls apart. You can also shoot them diagonally, kind of like this. So if you get a little bit of high ground, you can see the top of their head, like the nape is just peeking above the armor shell. And you can shoot this with anything because they have the same health as like these normal bots. Also, the arc thrower goes through the armor. You can grenade underneath them. So if you have a grenade launcher, it actually works quite well. I think if you just hit it in the front, maybe it doesn't work that well. But if you just nade the ground, that usually kicks them off. They're very annoying to deal with if you don't have grenades, if you don't have a grenade launcher, if you don't have like any sort of airstrikes. Or if you're caught on low ground, because at that point, from your perspective, you cannot get to the pilot. So they can be a little bit annoying to deal with, especially because they also they often spawn like 3, 4, 5 at a time, and they can shoot pretty far. Then you have the Berserker. This is the double chainsaw bot, that just kind of gets enraged, starts glowing red, and then you just shoot it in the head or you shoot it in the arm. Like, they're not particularly armored. They do tank a couple of shots because they have a lot of health. They do say here that the armor integrity of this enemy type is much higher, so bullets don't bounce off, so you don't get this like little shield with like a ricochet animation when you shoot this bot, at least not for most areas. You can knock off their arms. You can just basically shoot them in the middle. You can shoot them in the face. Not that particularly hard to deal with. They are quite fast though, so that's kind of the tricky part, is you kind of have to like run backwards and continuously shooting them. Then you have the Devastators. They have rockets, which is extremely annoying. They are armored partially, so you do have to kind of sort of try to hit like the weak points. You can hit, as it says here, the Devastator missile back on the back can be exploded, so you can hit the back of them. It also says there's a fully charged railgun shot. Discharge a glowing red chest will instantly kill the bot. So a 100% charged rifle, which is quite risky to do, will kill the bot. However, probably unnecessary in most cases. You can just shoot it in the head, or shoot it here in the center, or just shoot its arms off. The Hulk is where the real problem starts. They are, as far as I remember, fully armored from the front. You can't really do anything with a regular weapon. They do have a weak spot on the back. They have this giant glowing square, like orange glowing square on the back. If you shoot that with any weapon, they tend to fall pretty quickly. It says here that you need to hit its back with weapons such as an autocannon, an anti-tank, or a recoilless rifle. It does go down from also shooting. Well, technically it has like a small head here, but this thing's impossible to hit, especially because it's like moving and it's like slightly wobbling and it's shooting at you. So you can shoot the back with just like your normal shotgun. You don't have to shoot it with an autocannon. It's not the end of the world. It's going to take a lot more shots, obviously, but it's doable. So if it's just like one of them, you don't want to waste your ammo. You can just maneuver around it and kill it. There's also multiple types, right? So you can have the ones that has like the rocket launcher. You can have the one with the flamethrower. That's slightly annoying. Finally, the dropship. The dropship is quite easy to defeat, but only if you have a recoilless rifle or an anti-tank. The recoilless rifle is over here. It's this like portable rocket launcher, right? Where is it? There it is. This is like this portable rocket launcher with a backpack. You just shoot off one of its engines and then the whole thing collapses. Out there, I've seen that probably if you shoot it out of the air, so basically what happens is if you just plain shoot it out of the air, you don't get the kill count for the bots. So if you're doing defense missions, you need to wait until the bots start to drop. Then you shoot off its engine, then the ship falls on top of the bots and kills them. You can hit any single engine. Usually you hit the back engine because that's sort of the angle that it comes at you. It falls and it kills the bots. Otherwise, don't worry about it. Don't shoot it with anything else. It's quite a waste of time. The sentry, the RPGs from Rocket Sentry, will kill it, except the sentry doesn't necessarily aim for the engines. So if it just kind of hits the middle, or if it's like an awkward position, it's going to be a waste of time. So don't take the RPG, the rocket sentry specifically to crash these ships, because it is unreliable. The tank, this is probably the most annoying unit in the game, even more annoying than the Bile Titan, because it shoots really far. It one-shots you pretty much. It has a huge AoE at the area of impact. It's going to launch you like all over the place. It moves very, very slowly, though. It moves, as far as I remember, slower than the Bile Titan. The good thing is it can't step on you, but you also can't walk underneath it. So the only way to kill it is realistically to use like a rail strike, or is to basically have to use either your orbitals or your 500 kg bomb. Luckily, it's super slow, so even the 500 kg bomb will land if you aim it like slightly in front of it in the direction that it's going. It also has like small laser blasts, so it also has like a small machine gun attached to itself. You can kill it in its like glowy parts. It's not this one, it's one in the back. You can shoot it with a railgun. You can shoot it with an autocannon. You can shoot it, I think, with an with the recoilless rifle, if I'm not mistaken. It's just a bit harder to hit. It will kill it. The only problem is you have to get behind it. Oftentimes you'll find the tank, like it's gonna sit in the middle of like an like a fortress, or like in the middle of like some sort of a checkpoint. And the moment it spots you, it's going to start moving towards you. So it's kind of hard to, like, unless you get like right up in its face, given if you can dodge the shots and if you can dodge like the machine gun, if you can get right up in its face, then of course it's easy to kind of like go around it because it doesn't rotate that fast. However, if you're doing like a bigger circle, like you're trying to stay safe, then it's unlikely that you will be able to like run fast enough and not get blasted in the face. So it's safer to use like a rail strike. It's safer to use a 500 kg bomb. It's safer to use an orbital laser. But of course, you can save on those stratagems if you just shoot it in the back once or twice. 45 cannons, they do have a glowy part on them, as you can see here. You can just shoot it. They will fall. It rotates quite slowly. It is very aggro, so it will shoot at you from very, very far away. What is the last one? And you also have like optional missions. So basically, if you see this like glowy thing, just shoot it, and things are going to start falling. So what we want to do is we're not going to test the shotguns against this, obviously. But what I do want to do is I want to test the efficiency of the shotguns, basically up until the Devastators, maybe, and for the bugs types of Terminids. Okay, same website. So if we look at the Terminids, right, these are like the tiniest bugs, the scavengers. You can almost like melee them to death most of the time. Just like one melee or max two melees will do. Then you have warriors, which they look armored but are actually not really. I mean, most things go through this armor. I am yet to find a weapon that doesn't, but maybe I'm mistaken. Even like the SMG pistol goes through it. Then you have your hunters, like on different sizes. Like you have the tiny hunters, the medium, the big, and then of course you have the stalker, which is like the largest version. Here's the stalker. Then you have the brute commander. It says armor type medium, whereas the other ones had a light armor type. The brute commander does take quite a few shots to take down. They also have quite a bit of health. Then you have the last two, which are the chargers and like the bile spewers. I guess the bile spewers in the heavy category for some reason, because some of them can be armored. I don't see them in here, so you do get kind of like mutated bile spewers that do have an armor plate over their head, at which point the shotgun doesn't work anymore. They come in like green and yellow variety as well. So let's see basically how far we can get with each weapon. We're gonna test pretty much how many bullets it takes, and then from there on we will go into the game. So let's start with the loader that we have, right? So we're gonna take the breaker. We're gonna take the pistol. We're gonna not switch our grenade. We're gonna take the recoilless rifle and the backpack, just to kind of see exactly what changed.
The galaxy awaits your salvation.
Jesus, why is the in-game voice so loud? Let's try it this way. Okay, let's go to terminates first. Let's pick. Actually, let's see. Maybe they fix something on the Rata Prime. So we're not gonna go on Helldive. I think difficulty 5 is enough. And the reason why I say that it's enough is because you have a chance to spawn a Bile Titan every now and then. We don't really care about Bile Titans, apart from testing the what is it called? The rifle that they nerfed. So apart from testing that, we don't particularly care about fighting them. We slightly care about fighting some chargers. So I would say that even difficulty 4 is enough, unless we want to get a Titan spawn. So I'm mostly interested in just testing out the weapons. I don't really care about, you know, metals and so on. So let's do a difficulty 4, and if we don't find enough kind of like armored enemies, then we'll switch up the difficulty to 5. I mean, as I said, we're only interested in testing the weapons, see how they behave. We may not even finish the mission, because I'm just curious to count, let's say, how many bullets it takes to kill, you know, the whatever, the bug type with the weapon that we have. We're gonna start counting as well. Let's go here, doesn't matter. And they did, okay, so they did buff these two, right? So let's take at least one of them to sort of test it out and see how it feels. Otherwise, we're just gonna take our usual, we don't need rail cannon strikes. We can take the Eagle. Actually, we probably don't even need the Eagle. Well, you know. Okay, let's take the railgun and let's take the shield generator pack. Both of these got nerfed as well. We'll take the stamina enhancement because you kind of have to. It's much easier to complete missions with this. And yeah, we'll see how this behaves. So this is our kind of, you know, heavy enemy clear stratagem. Hopefully it's useful. Let's see. And then this is our just kind of clearing stuff up in case we get overrun. We can always use this. It's my favorite stratagem, to be honest. So this is the only orbital that I really like. The orbital laser is also fine. I mean, obviously it's good. It is limited in its use. Sometimes it, you know, just kind of starts chasing small bugs, although it tries to prioritize bigger targets. I think we'll be fine. I'm not particularly worried even about finishing the mission, because I'm not going in to do missions. I'm going in to basically just kill bugs and see what happens. So let's see. SG228 breaker. Okay, we took a quarter of our health from this drop. That's interesting.
Sending down support weapon.
Let's get our pack. Let's get our railgun.
Down equipment package.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't have the backpack enhancement, the help out enhancement. So we spawn with half the ammo, roughly. Okay, but we should be fine. It's not a problem. Okay, so what we have here is this little hunter, and we have a warrior. So let's see. The hunter dies in 1. The warrior dies in 1 headshot. Man, get off me. Yeah, the warrior just dies in 1 headshot. That's what I was talking about in the previous video about the patch notes. Is this just deals way too much damage? So I'm not too concerned about, you know, reducing and nerfing its damage. I am more concerned about the fact that I just don't have enough ammo to deal with things, because it is overkill. It's literally overkill. Okay, so what we know is that the breaker kills the warrior in 1 shot, and it kills the little hunter in 1 shot if you aim it right. That is a charger, so this will give us the opportunity to test out the new railgun, right? Okay, so previously we know that a safe railgun would strip the armor in 2 hits. So let's see what it does now. I'm gonna try and clear everything except the charger, and then take it from there. So let's quickly see if we can clear out some smaller enemies. Okay, so this is it's dead. That's what it is. It's just dead. Okay. So this is a somewhat small hunter. 2, 1. Yeah, 1 to 2 shots I think is fine. Anything else around here? Okay, no. Okay, let's take the rail cannon. So that is 1 shot, and it sort of looks like it bounced off. And the rail cannon is in safe mode. So it is in safe mode. So let's try it again. Okay, it did a little bit of damage. You can get up. I missed. It looks like it bounced again. I'm guessing that the full bullet doesn't bounce. I am not sure what I did. Four shots, and it's still up in safe mode. 5 shots, it's still up in safe mode. 6 shots, it's still up in safe mode. 7 shots, it's still... Well, yeah, technically 7 shots. 8 shots, it's still up in safe mode. I think I missed. 9 shots, it's still up. 10 shots. I don't think we can clear it actually, by the looks of it. It looks like we dealt some damage, but it's just bouncing off. Like, I'm not entirely sure what's happening here. Okay, we lost our shield. I didn't notice. So if we can go back in the stream, we can count how long it takes now for the shield to regen. Okay, finally... No, never mind. We're 15 shots in. The leg is still up. Okay, so by the looks of it... Okay, let's just clear this real quick. So by the looks of it, it just died from pure damage kind of going through, rather than actually stripping the armor. So it took 15 railgun shots in safe mode to actually kill a charger, just plain shooting it into an armor part. Like, we never stripped the leg. Like, the leg is still intact. We're actually out of ammo.
Deploying equipment package.
Oh, we can actually check the E710 pumps at this point, because this is the objective that they fixed that was kind of buggy, iffy in a way. So let's actually check what they did. Okay, so we'll be heading to... Oh, tremors. Let's see what that does. Oh, there's tremors over here. Okay. The tremors over there. Oh, they ended. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's slowly head towards the objective. Yeah, I mean, the breaker is the breaker, right? It takes like as little as 1 headshot to kill the warrior. So it is, in my opinion, it's still overpowered. It still deals way too much damage. I think that this is not the right nerf for the gun, but anyway, I've talked about this for already half an hour. I will continue talking about this until they fix it, even though the likelihood of me influencing is not that high. Okay, I do see some side objectives, not particularly interested. Here's the dust rain that they allegedly fixed. So I'm guessing that I can still see pretty far. So I'm guessing that they reduced the amount of, like, they increased the visibility, but they kind of kept the particle effects. At least that's what it looks like. Oh, the Airbus Strike is back off cooldown. As I mentioned, this is a great orbital. It can be used very, very often. Highly recommended. Clears enemies like a breeze. Is that a mushroom cloud? What? Why is there a mushroom cloud objective on difficulty 4? Huh, okay. Oh, here's some bugs. We're just gonna dodge them. Not really interested in any of those. What we would like to find is ideally a brute commander. I mean, my guess is that a brute commander is gonna show up only if there's like reinforcements. So for now, the next thing we're gonna test is the pump. Sniped. Well, I guess it is what it is, right? Let's see what we're dealing with here. A lot of little hunters, some warriors. We're not super interested in any of these. Yeah, we're not particularly interested in any of these. We've already tested against warriors, so
Sub-objective in your vicinity.
you know. Yeah, this is just ridiculous, right? That's what I meant by not like don't full auto the shotgun as either, because you can just shoot them once and they're dead, even though they're doing this like weird kind of death animation. You just kind of wait it out and it's fine. Okay, my shield's down, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9, 10 seconds, I'm assuming. So they doubled the recovery time on the shield. This is the E710 pumps. Oh god, I have to do this. Never mind. I think this is the bug that we also got on stream the other day, which is the pumps are green, but they don't show as active. So usually you need to get like a different player to activate them, pretty much. Okay, that was 2 shots. That was 1 shot. That was 1 shot. 1, 1, 2, 1. Well, that one missed. Oh yeah, this is not even, yeah. Okay. To be fair, on this difficulty, I'm not...
30 minutes remaining.
Okay, so on this difficulty, I'm not feeling the mag capacity reduce that much. Primarily because I don't shoot big targets, right? So, like, I don't have a brute commander that I just need to sink like a whole mag in. If it was the case, maybe like if that was the case, I would feel that I just have like less total damage output potential. Sure. Okay, let's test out the recoil, right? So if we just full auto this with a full mag. Yeah, I mean, this is not, yeah, so they fixed the basically that's what they fixed. Okay, let's go maybe closer to something. I mean, you can see that this is not, this is, okay, let me try like medium distance. This is nothing. This is not even, this doesn't matter. Even if you full auto it, you're still gonna hit like most of your shots. So the almost like the double increase in recoil did absolutely nothing. This is meaningless. This is like the average distance that you're gonna fight a bug at, and you still hit all of your shots, right? Like it's completely pointless. Interesting. Okay. So let's go to the mission objective. On the way there, I want to try the orbital. Oh yeah, there is a mushroom somewhere. On the way to the mission objective, I want to try the 380mm HE orbital on a nest, just to see kind of, you know, I talked a lot of shit. Oh, there's one here. I talked a lot of shit about it being unreliable. Let's see how it behaves in real life, or like in real game. the thing is, with the airstrike, I can at least reliably close 2-3 holes, right? Because I know that it goes perpendicular. So when you, Jesus, when you throw your, tremors, nice. Come on, do something. Maybe I need to be moving. That did nothing. Okay. Yeah, so when you throw in your airstrike, right? Like if you throw it here, it's gonna go from, I think, right to left or left. Not really sure, but it goes basically sideways, like perpendicular to where you threw it. Most orbitals, they're just gonna go in a circle, right? Unless you're doing like the walking barrage, which is gonna go away from you. I think the only difference, so the napalm does the same. The 500 kg bomb kind of comes in sideways because like the plane flies and then it just kind of drops it at an angle. The only one that behaves differently is the airburst, kind of like the equivalent of the airburst strike, which I forgot what it's called. We'll remember the name in a second, which comes in from behind you and goes forward. So if you, that's like the Gatling gun airstrike. So if you throw it there and then you run towards it, you're gonna get hit by it. So you gotta, either you're running away, right? So you throw it at your own feet, or you throw it ahead, like slightly ahead of you, and then you step back a little bit so that it clears sort of like this kind of line. We'll see it in a minute. But okay, here's a nest somewhere. Okay, here's the nest. And there's a heavy there. So let's see. Let's see what this actually does. Okay.
Firing orbital barrage. Clear
I'm just gonna climb up here. Okay, so that did something. All these bugs know that I'm here, which is great. I'm gonna put this in unsafe mode. Okay, that's nice. That is very nice. I am way too close to it, apparently. There's a bug breach as well. We're not too concerned. We can also just nuke this little area for now. Okay, we're gonna go check on the damages in a second. Yeah. This is kind of what I meant with like primary clear. Like it took me like a mag to clear this like small patrol. We know that there's a charger here, so we're gonna put it in unsafe mode. It's already in unsafe mode, and we're gonna test if we can even. Okay, we gotta finish closing these holes first. So we didn't do much. The HE barrage honestly didn't do much. Oh, hello. 1, 2, yeah. Oh, nice. We need that one. We need it to stay alive. There's a patrol coming as well, which is a bit of a problem, but it's fine. Okay, we don't have a shield. Temporarily. 1 dead. Which one are you? 1, 2 dead. Oh, it's on cooldown. Never mind. I'm a little bit concerned that they're gonna call in like another nest breach, which would be very, very annoying to deal with. Okay, I am taking damage. Okay, so the bugs are stunned and I am slightly slowed. Okay, you know what? Let's put this back into safe mode. Get away. Let's put this back into safe mode and see if it deals with these guys. Okay, so in safe mode, it still one taps these kind of like... Oh my god, get off me. Let me just clear this area real quick. Okay, Let's see how many shots. Oh my god, there's more. Where do they keep coming from? I'm gonna run out of ammo at this point. Oh, wrong enemy. Okay, I'm curious how many body shots it takes to kill this armored guy. So obviously if you shoot it in the front, it doesn't take any damage. If you shoot it in its sort of like body, like if you try to shoot between the armor pellets, you have, you know, random amounts of luck. So that's 1, that's 2, that kind of missed. That's 3, that's 4, 5, 6. So that does take a couple of hits, to be honest. Let's call it a resupply just to be safe. Let's put this in unsafe mode and test this. Okay. It's so foggy I can't see anything. One. Doesn't seem like it did much. Let's test again. 2. Okay, that knocked it back somewhat. 3. That ricocheted. 4. That also looked like it ricocheted. Okay, it's stunned. 5. Does the bubble shield protect me from tremors? Is that what's happening? 6. Yeah, I don't really think the unsafe mode is helping that much. 7. Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna drop back here and... And this is to be expected when you're using it in unsafe mode. Did I just hear a small bug? I did. Hello.
Firing orbital strike.
Not just for fun.
Orbital barrage incoming. Stand clear.
Where's the big one? You should get out of here, probably. Oh, there it is. Hello. Can you aggro on me? Oh, they're just walking through it. They don't even care. I didn't pick up my railgun. What?
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
Okay, this thing still shreds the same as always. Even like one, well, it's 2 at a time basically, but if you're careful, you can still sort of, yeah, see, like, it's stupid. Okay, the charger's still there. Great. Let's get back our rifle if we can find it. Pretty sure I picked it up, but probably, I guess not. That's interesting. Our rifle is gone. Our railgun is gone, I mean.
Sending down support weapon.
Yeah, it's just gone. The bugs ate it. Okay, we're putting this in unsafe mode. And we were at 4, I believe, so 5. Six. Okay, now it stripped the armor. So roughly 4 to 5 decently charged shots will strip the armor off the charger. And then from here on, we take... Okay, that was not a one shot. Okay, but I'm not stunned. And is dead. So 2 fully charged shots takes care of the charger now. 3 to 4. So you need roughly 5 rifle shots. fully charged and like well placed to deal with the charger now. I'd say 5 or 6. Okay. How long does it take? Okay, let me. Okay, we have a timer in the top right. So at 45, I'm gonna start charging it. So 1. Okay, it takes 4 seconds to fully charge the rifle. Not 5. It takes 4 seconds to fully charge the rifle. And does it like self-destruct? Is that why I don't have it? Yeah. Okay. So the weapon self-destructs. If you die to it exploding, it's not just like an explosion. The weapon just fully self-destructs. Oh, here's my gun. Or did it fly off somewhere? No, it didn't. Okay. I think that's about as much testing as we can do with the current loadout. I think I'm gonna finish the mission just for the sake of, yeah, like completionist sake. And then we're gonna switch our loadout and go into the next one. I'm not gonna have my rifle anymore, obviously, but that shouldn't be a problem, given that it's not that useful in the first place. We're just gonna sprint through all of this pretty much. We're not that particularly interested. Yeah. Oh. Just to make sure we don't have like a bunch of stuff chasing us across the map. I would like to find a Brute Commander, but it doesn't seem like they want to be around here. Okay. I would like to find that mushroom because I can't see anything. Okay, there it is. Oh, there's the Brute Commander. Okay, perfect. It takes 13 shots, basically. Well, 12 shots. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3. 3 headshots to kill the Brute Oh my god. Hello? Excuse me. Okay. I mean, that's on me. Like, I'm in a nest, and I'm not particularly paying attention to what's happening. We're not too worried about this, so don't worry. It doesn't really matter. And even if we lose the mission, it doesn't really matter because we're not, you know, not going for mission completion in particular. Yeah, screw it. Just nuke this whole area. We should technically go back and get my stuff. I think it's gonna be quicker. Is there a second mushroom? What? I think there's 2 mushrooms. I am not excited to do this. I just kind of want to test the next mission. So I'll just finish this quickly, I guess. But I can't see anything. Literally cannot see anything. Like, I don't even see where the objective is. Okay, now I see. Okay, now I'm getting slowed. But this is great because I can just yeet. It doesn't really damage the tank, to be honest. Okay, you got some maneuverability on you. Jesus. I'm gonna deal with the tank in a second. As soon as we like find the objective. Which I can't seem to find the terminal for. So you can always just dodge and weave. See how like how many hits the hunters do? Like it strips your shield off pretty quickly if you're not careful.
Reinforcement budget running low.
And that's kind of what I meant with like the traversal part of the game.
Deploying reinforcements.
Like there's so many like little nooks and crannies that like more environmentals aren't going to like necessarily, you know, make it like make the game better, so to say. It will just make it be like, oh, I climbed on top of this like little fence here and the charger killed me because of it. Like, okay, cool, you know, good to know. Like, oh, I just spent like 1 second climbing on top of these boxes that I didn't even notice. It's not a lot of like, and you're in the middle of a tremor, or like you're in the middle of a snowstorm. It's like, I would just rather, like, if I'm hitting the corner, you know, just go around it. Like, it's fine. You know, like clearly I'm looking in that direction. Like, you don't have to climb over it. I need to find 1A somewhere. Here it is. Who knows where 1A is? There it is. Whatever that was. Ooh, rare sample. I need these. Okay. So obviously you can't use the 380mm on an objective because you're just gonna nuke yourself.
Firing orbital strike.
Hello?
Mission at 10 minutes remaining.
Yeah, it's fine.
Sending down equipment package.
Oh, I have a railgun again. Nice.
Sending down support weapon.
Release the fuel hose. Okay. Yes, I wanted to climb on top of the supplies. That's exactly what I wanted. Yeah. Engaging gameplay chat. This right here is like, this is what being a Helldiver is all about. And those bugs over there apparently. Okay. Well, I guess let's go to the extract at this point. Also, it seems that the air cleared up a little bit, so I guess the storm stopped, but there's still a mushroom somewhere in that direction, and I don't know if I care to go and kill it, to be fair, at this point. Eat this.
Orbital strike incoming.
That wasn't very far. Come closer, hello. Okay, never mind. This went from like me killing 3 bugs with an orbital to whole ass problem. Okay. We're just gonna go to extract and... Is that a charger? It is. 4. One, 2, 3, 4. Right in the mouth. Where am I even going? Going the wrong way. Three shots in the mouth seem to be somewhat effective so far. 4 shots in the mouth. Didn't do anything. Yeah, I know you're not supposed to shoot it in the mouth, but at this point I'm just kind of testing. Like, okay, what's going to happen if I shoot it in the mouth? Can you give me just like a little bit of space?
Extraction is available. No reinforcement budget depleted.
I'm so dumb. Why did I do this?
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Yeah, whatever. Why is it so maneuverable all of a sudden?
Orbital strike incoming.
Okay, so that's 5 shots to the face when it's like really charged, I guess. Okay. Let's call in a resupply.
Sending down equipment package.
Let's call in the generator shield just in case we lose it and can't find it again.
Extraction shuttle inbound.
Oh, I do need stems. Whoops. Those of you didn't know, you can climb on this building, like through here, through the center. Oh, here they are. Here they come. No, let's...
ETA T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
I'm gonna get hit by that. 100% I'm gonna get hit by that.
Reinforcement funding approved.
This was not smart. I mean, they can kind of jump up here, I guess, yeah. And they're struggling a little bit, but, you know.
ETA T-minus
They're making their way. Unless a charger decides to go through the building. How did it get up here? It's not even like one of those jumping bugs, it's just like a normal bug. Oh, this is still ongoing, crazy.
firing orbital strike. ETA T-minus 30 seconds.
Oh no, I just screwed myself over. Oh, we're gonna chill here.
ETA T-minus 20 seconds.
Okay, the 10-second on the shield is noticeable, I'm not gonna lie.
ETA T-minus 10 seconds.
Bam, bam, bam. Okay, so you know what I'm concerned about? So next, okay. So next mission, I want to take the SG-8 and I want to take the laser cannon and see how those behave. I'm actually genuinely curious. I can see that I have less armor, by the way. I am taking much more damage now. I'm not sure if I'm taking more fall damage, but I'm definitely taking more damage from the little, you know, from the little hunters, which is, I guess, I mean, a good thing, right? Like, I am wearing light armor, I should get punished. There were 2 mushrooms, I was right. I just didn't particularly feel like I have a lot of health. Oh, they made this faster. This screen is way faster now. That's nice. So yeah, that's overall unremarkable. Sure. So I like that. I like because we had to wait for so long. I mean, this is still long. It'll take forever. Just a little bit annoying. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. So what I was saying is we now will switch our loadout. We'll take the... I know, it's me. It's fine. Just let me go. We'll now switch our loadout to... Actually... Do I want to take the medium grenade armor? Where is it? This one. So this is medium grenade armor, which gives me 100, 500, 100. I mean, it's twice the armor, but like 10% less speed, I guess. Just wondering how this 10% less speed affects like running away from a charger. You know what I mean? Well, you know what? Let's test it out, right? Let's see. So we have 100, 500, 100. This one doesn't change anything, apparently. I don't know. Okay. We are taking the SG-8 shotgun, which got, you know, buffed significantly. If we look at kind of the numbers here, right? So we can see damage 400, capacity 16, recoil 120, fire rate 80. This one has damage 330, so taking less damage, less capacity, lower recoil, and much higher fire rate. I don't know. Light armor penetrating, rounds reload. Okay. Let's see how this does. We're still going to use our like Redeemer because it doesn't really matter. And in terms of our loadout, we're going to take the... we're going to take the orbital laser just to sort of see what it does. I'm still going to take the shield gen because I am running solo. I'll just go here. So let's take the laser cannon. Let's take... Oh, we've tried this. We know it's not that particularly good. This is what I was talking about, the Eagle strafing run. This is the one that shoots kind of forward. Still take the shield generator. And I guess I'll take the airstrike. And I'll take the airburst strike. Like this is usually my go-to loadout for... Like I don't have to... Well, except this would be the... That would be the other rifle. This is my go-to loadout when I don't need to take like orbitals. I mean like orbital laser. I don't need to the rail cannon. It's reliable. It's quick. It clears enemies in like fairly compact areas. It basically gets the job done. I think that's what I value more than anything is like for these orbitals, for these eagles, for these rail cannons. It's just for them to be reliable. It's like, okay, if I throw it in that area, I want it to kill the bugs that are in that area. Okay, we have some spitters in this mission, which is great. We'll be able to test out the laser cannon against them. Hopefully we find the charger. And the last thing that we need to test would be the flamethrower. We do need to go to this station, right? So we have 32 out of 60. So we have 60 bullets in total. Let's see. One, and we actually missed.
Objective critical stratagem available.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Still takes 3 shots, right? What about this one? Bounces. Don't call in the reinforcement. 2.
Objective critical stratagem available. Objective critical stratagem no longer available.
Okay. See that the point was here, but it was actually shooting there. You know what? Apart from the like single bullet reload, I don't really mind like the time it takes to sort of, you know, in between shots. Like it just gives you time to aim, which I find to be quite nice. This is obviously extremely annoying. You have to reload like one at a time. Let's get this in real quick. Let's get a resupply in just in case.
Sending down equipment package.
That takes about half a second. This is a heat planet, right? Oh, it doesn't show. Okay. Okay, so now we're carrying the hard drive, which means we can't use like our main weapon. Oh god.
CIA deploying replacements. Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Yeah, the what was I gonna say? The fire rate is a bit noticeable, not gonna lie, especially when you're getting swarmed. It doesn't feel that great to, yeah, just to shoot so slow, basically. Okay, we need to carry this. I don't even know where we're supposed to carry this. Hopefully not all the way across, but let's see. Insert into hatch. Okay, the hatch is over there. Let's go. This is a radar station. I mean, you know, I could do it, but then again, I'm more interested in testing out the weapons. Damage potential wise, this is very viable now. I would say, like, if you can pretty much one shot, you have a little bit more, you know, have a little bit more damage. You have a little bit more stagger. As you saw, like, it helps prevent cooldowns. So you just kind of touch the bug that's trying to get a breach, and it stops it. Let's try 3. About 3 seconds. I would say that was surprisingly effective, not gonna lie. This is surprisingly effective. Okay. Do we care about closing bug holes? Eh. Let's find some more big enemies to call this on, to use this weapon on. Ideally, I'd like to find a charger. Maybe there's gonna be one in the nest. There's a nest nearby. Okay, it takes more than like a second. One. Okay. Okay, we're getting surrounded by quite a lot of bugs. Yeah, it takes about 3 seconds to kill the spitter. 2, 3. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend face tanking it. While, you know, it might still get to spit at you if it's close enough. Very interesting. Very interesting. I mean, honestly, if this is like the first weapon that you unlock and it does this much damage, has a little bit of stagger, I am very positively impressed by the quality of this weapon. Okay, so my weapon overheated, which meant I needed to change the little thing. Okay. Okay, that's one grenade. Does it close bug nests? No. That's 2. That's 3. Oh, there's one more. That's 4. That's kind of why I like running these like 4 grenade. The break action shotgun is horrible, by the way. Never picked that up. Okay, we're just gonna make our way to the objective. This is also nice. Like, you don't need a backpack slot for this, which now I think maybe we can find a charger, but apart from... So it takes 3 seconds to kill one of those spitters. It takes roughly 2 seconds to charge the rifle anyway. So in terms of like time to kill, it's about the same. I don't really see a benefit over using one over the other. Of course, on hot planets, this thing overheats faster, which I'm assuming is the case here. On cold planets, I'm guessing it doesn't heat that fast. Yeah, it's always fun. Is that a brute commander? Oh, nice. Hello. Look at me. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, I guess. I mean, you can sort of clear... I wouldn't say it's very reliable in terms of how fast you're clearing like small enemies, but I would say the main 2, 3. Okay, this is gonna take a while. This is where you switch to this weapon. Okay, I'd say that's a fast enough cooldown. Okay, looks like I overheated it. It's not bad. So I was able to prevent the bug breach, the bug nest breach, just there, which is quite nice. Ooh, we got ourselves a charger. Okay, how far can this go? Who invited you? Okay, so the problem here is that that's an like extra armor charger, and that's 2 extra armor chargers. So let's see how this fares. Okay, mostly bounces off. to be honest. Yeah, it seems to be bouncing all over the place. Doesn't really do much. I can't seem to find a place to aim it. So this is where, you know, if I have the other rifle, like at least I know it's gonna do damage, like for sure. Okay, you can sort of aim it under its mouth, and it seems to be doing damage there. Okay, this is not great. Jesus. Hello? Okay, the fire rate in these situations does seem to like... Ow! Oh, the second one joined the fight. Oh, that makes sense. I was like, what direction did this one come from? Okay. Yeah, I can tell that the fire rate is just not enough to clear a lot of bugs in like close quarter combat. It does seem to go through this one though. Like if you kind of aim it like under its head. Oh, so that's a normal one. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't really say it killed. What the hell is wrong with you?
Helldiver KIA deploying replacement.
Somewhat unexpected.
Reinforcements on the way.
I think this one's dead. No, it's not.
Helldiver lost and sending replacement.
Bruh. Can they make a sound when they like...
Approved. Reinforcements on the way.
Since when is it like so maneuverable? Ow. Okay, we're dead here. Okay. So
Reinforcements have been launched.
the interesting part is it's not that effective against tanks. Maybe I'm using it wrong, I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be that effective against, well, chargers basically. That's funny. It just keeps it just gets pushed back.
Firing. Orbital strike. Reinforcement budget depleted.
Yeah, it's fine.
Request approved. Reinforcements have been launched.
Really? Holy shit. We're wearing medium armor, right? We're still getting tossed around like it's nothing. Is there any place we can shoot it from the front with this? I don't think so. Oh, hello. We invited you. Okay, I guess it bled out or something. I'm not sure. Am I gonna take this over the breaker? Probably not. The fire rate is a bit too slow for me, and the damage is really nice. Like I would say, so far this is a notable improvement to the shotgun, right? In terms of damage output, it's on par. Like it does almost the same amount of damage. Plus it has more stagger than the breaker. This is good, honestly. Like right now, I would say this is a. So there's no ammo in it. I'd say this is a very decent weapon to use. To be honest.
Additional reinforcement funding approved.
Get a quick resupply over here.
Deploying equipment package.
Should you use this weapon before you get the breaker? I think so. Let's test like some of the assault rifles maybe in the next. I mean, we know that the SMG is trash, so not really a thing for us to test. Should you use this weapon?
Nearby.
Oh, God. Should you use this weapon? Yeah, I think you should. Should you use it instead of the breaker? No, I don't think so. The lack of fire rate does not. Yeah, you see, I just one-shot that guy. The reduced fire rate just doesn't work, especially when you have like swarms of hunters chasing you. The fact that you can only kill like one swarmer at a time isn't great. Takes about two. Oh Jesus! Takes about 2 seconds to headshot.
Firing orbital strike. Delivering payload.
Yeah, there was a charger, but it seems to have just left. Okay. Yeah, and the last thing is like the fact that it reloads just one at a time, or like 2 bullets at a time, whatever, you know, however fast it reloads. I'm gonna say it's not great. Of course, you know, you want to be able to like reload like a full mag.
Administering freedom.
It's gonna miss. Yeah.
Eagle 1 returning to destroyer for resupply.
You can kind of do some damage with this if you like aim it properly, I think. I guess. It's not as reliable, obviously, as the... One second, I keep blanking. What is the name of this laser rifle? Not rated laser, but... Yeah, I mean this takes a while, right? Like this takes a while to get rid of the Titan. I would say maybe like twice as long as it would with the regular rifle. What is it called? What is the name of that rifle? I can't find it.
Mission at 20 minutes remaining.
The railgun. Jesus. Is it a railgun? I'm just gonna call it a railgun. It's taking a while. Are there any bugs in that area? Can I release like a second batch maybe? There's a couple. Are they gonna see me?
Eagle 1 armed and ready.
Okay, we do get slightly less kind of like sprint time overall with this medium armor. I don't necessarily notice like a major, you know, improvement in the...
Orbital strike incoming.
Wait, let me quickly take care of these.
Attack underway.
Funny. Forgot what I was talking about before. Oh yeah, the armor. I don't necessarily notice like a ridiculous improvement in my overall health to warrant the lower stamina and just lower running speed. As you've seen, like I was slightly struggling to dodge this charger. Like right now I'm like struggling. Like it takes a full stamina bar just to get from like here to there. I mean, this is a ridiculously short distance to sprint, given like this is within the objective. This isn't even like between objectives. This is just within the same objective. It takes me almost a full stamina bar. See, it's like 85% of my stamina bar just to get like this tiny distance. So kind of all things considered, yeah, I wouldn't necessarily say that the extra health is worth it. If anything, I would say you're actually disadvantaging yourself. So I would probably reconsider using medium armor. Maybe there's something about the 200. I really don't want to deal with this.
Coming in hot.
I think it missed. I thought they were gonna keep moving forward, but apparently not. No, I think I'm just gonna stick with my light armor. I think I'm gonna stick with my light armor for now. Why is there an arrow if I'm... What? Do I have to run through this nest? Not a big fan of that. Not that it particularly matters, it's just... I want to get out sooner rather than later. Okay, so some interesting findings, right? So I would like to go now and test this on like some automaton worlds. I have a pretty good feel about how these behave in like bug worlds. And yeah, the shotgun is decent. It's not as good. It's viable. It's just not as good. It has less ammo. It shoots less often. I think it has like slightly higher damage, but I would not substitute these two. Unfortunately, I cannot test the breaker repeater because I don't have it, or like the breaker spray and pray because I just don't have it. So that would have been nice. I mean, the metal requirement is what the what? Did I just one-shot this stalker? What did it die to? I'm very confused. Let's see if we can like go up this building. Not here. No. No.
ETA, T-minus 1 minute, 30 seconds.
You can't climb here? Okay, that's interesting. I'm actually stuck. What? Would I say that was good? You know. 4 or 5 at this distance. Okay, well that's fun. Oh god, I thought you're done charging. Okay. See, that's the other thing is like I just ragdolled all over the place. Not particularly anything I could have done there. I just kind of got carried. Haha, can't get me here, idiots.
seconds.
I mean, is it luck that I'm on a rock that's like literally at the like exact range? Yes.
T minus 20 seconds.
Oh god. How do they keep climbing? These are not even like the jumping ones. These are just the regular ones. Can they just walk up the rock?
Pelican 1 arriving at coordinates.
They seem to be glitching through the rock somehow. Yeah, they're just glitching through the rock somehow. Is the shuttle gonna keep shooting? I don't think so. Okay, how do we get there? I have an idea. It's a really dumb idea though. Yep. That was a horrible idea.
I know our heroes would not have us lost, but rejoice.
I thought I was gonna go a little bit further before the orbital hits. That's funny. Ugh. That is funny.
Additional reinforcement funding approved.
Ah, okay, I was like 2 seconds off. Okay. We got 5 medals. I'll take it. So in theory, if you don't need samples, you can just kill yourself after you've done the mission. So you can save like 10 minutes. And you don't have to kind of go to the extract, wait for the extract, yada, yada, yada. So I guess if you don't mind like this slightly less experience and money, which obviously, you're still going to get the medals. You still, you're just not going to get the samples that you extracted with. So if you don't care about samples, I mean, if you have a lot of redeployments available, it's going to take a while to go through all of them. But in theory, you could kill yourself and just miss out on the bonus from everybody extracting. Interesting. Okay. Do I want to test out this breaker shotgun, the Punisher, against bots? This exact same loadout. Actually, no. I'm just gonna take the light armor. I am not impressed with this armor. Limb health is nice, by the way, against bots. Just FYI, less likely for you to like lose a leg or lose an arm. This, I guess, is fine, but this is where it's at. This is what allows you to like close heavy nests on your own. I think for Automaton Worlds, because I do want to see some kind of like heavier enemies, I will go into like quick play with this and just drop in with a couple of other players so that there's a bit less pressure on like me to clear everything all the time just on my own. And others can shoot some bots, or they can just kind of do the objective a little bit. Okay. No particular reason to take the orbital, I think, on this difficulty, so... If at first you don't succeed, remember chat, if at first you don't succeed, dive again and 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 again. Got it? Okay, my friends seem to be having some problems over here. Yep. Definitely some problems over here. I'm just gonna call it over here. Let me get my stuff, and then I can help you.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
So I am wondering how effective it is against these guys. I think that's not a real bot. I think that's just glitched out. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, I'll do it again. Are we? Yeah, we are. Okay.
Mission coordinates locked. Hellpods primed. Engaging orbital thrusters.
Okay, they can kind of do their own thing. I get the stamina.
Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver to combat zone.
Okay, something's already happening here. I am in the middle of a fight. And this is not going well.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Oh, I'm in range of enemy artillery. Well, thank you for... Hello? Ow. Who's shooting me? Oh, it's this guy. No, it's not that guy. It's this guy.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
What enemy artillery? Can I get my laser cannon, please?
Deploying support weapon.
Okay, well, that happened. Mines. Ooh, big guy. Perfect. Okay, so it bounces off. It bounces off unless I aim directly for the eyes.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
So if I aim directly for the face, it does seem to do damage.
Request reinforcements on the way.
But otherwise it just kind of bounces off.
Range of enemy artillery.
So that's interesting.
Requesting air support.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
Very interesting. Can I mute this guy?
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
My stuff, it's over here. Great.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
What enemy artillery? What are they talking about?
Requesting orbital strike.
Who's nuking us?
Range of enemy artillery. Allied destroyer joining squadron, deploying Helldiver.
Oh, it's this thing.
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
What if I eagle strike, like here?
Warning, you are in range of enemy artillery.
It did nothing. That's a lamp. That's not anything. Is this even an objective? It is. Okay, let's see if this shotgun does anything. Yeah, this is pretty weak, not gonna lie.
Requesting sentry.
This is pretty weak. I'll just do a quick air burst. Okay, this is what I came here for.
Sending in an eagle.
Seems to work. Or not, actually. Well, barely. Like what? It consumes like half the ammo capacity and then it overheats. Oh god, there's a tank here. It like barely does anything.
200 meters.
Requesting air support.
Is that a rocket? Is he launching rockets at me? Hello? Yeah, it is launching. It's a rocket launcher guy.
Calling down a support weapon.
Can you please pick up the weapon if you don't need the ammo? So, is this good? I mean, you know, you can see for yourself. The answer is not really. We don't have... Can you pick up the railgun, please? Thank you. God, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die, don't die. I really want to test out the railgun.
Calling in reinforcements.
And it only has one bullet.
Allied destroyer leaving squadron.
4. See, you can just one-shot the tank with this. It's not it, right? The laser one is just not it. I guess it's fine if you're like dealing with like medium armored enemies, but you know, let's get a resupply and see if we can kill the tank. Yeah, like now I have nothing to deal with this. Yeah, absolutely nothing.
Progress logged.
And I just got one shot.
West, 300 meters.
Now that's interesting that I got one shot by the Strider.
Dropping a pin.
We're just gonna leave this mission. I'll leave this mission because I don't feel like finishing it. I did do the testing that I wanted. Okay, so what we learned is that the laser rifle doesn't do much. The railgun is still your weapon of choice when it comes to dealing with chargers, when it comes to dealing with walkers. Fortunately, we didn't get to test it against the tank because we only had one bullet, but it's fine. And yeah, I would say all in all, the loadout is not going to change. You're still going to run the railgun. You're still going to run the breaker. This is probably slightly better. I mean, we tested it against a heavy nest, right? And it didn't do that much. It closed like maybe 1 or 2 holes. We still had to manually close the remaining ones. Well, closed 4, I guess, because the heavy has 10. So my take on this is they just basically what they did is I guess they buffed the flamethrower. Like that's the biggest. I'm not gonna test this. There's a lot of other YouTube channels as well that did this. I don't want to, you know, it's just slightly more damage. Like it's obviously better. Of course, I'm gonna test it if I find it in the world. I'm not gonna take this as my equipment slot, as my stratagem slot, simply because the railgun is still better. In a bot mission, as you saw, I did not get in range to use the flamethrower, so I can't actually pick it up. In a bug mission, I guess we could take it. I mean, I'll take it on stream the next time I play, just to give it a shot. Of course, there's going to be difficulty 8 or 9, so I am a little bit concerned, but allegedly it kills chargers now quite easily, so maybe I'll give it a shot. This is still good. Where is this? This is not good enough. We were struggling, right? We were struggling to kill high threat targets. The overall, the problem wasn't even the small bugs. You can clear those out even if you like use a stratagem. You can clear those out with your like main weapon. The problem was the charger. The problem was the tank. The problem were like the armored walkers, and it takes long as time to kill them with the laser cannon, like unreasonably long. If you have like 3 or 4 chasing you, it's an unreasonably long time to deal with them, especially as you're getting shot at. When it comes to chargers, it doesn't do much. I guess you get more DPS if you just unload your breaker in behind, like into the charger's butt. Yeah, the change to the shield generator pack takes 10 seconds to reload. So that is notable. I mean, I did die more often, particularly because I am not used to the shield generator taking this long. to recharge. Usually I play a bit more aggressively, like a bit more in their faces. I ignore the little hunters. Well, I used to ignore the little hunters more because I could dodge and weave for a couple of seconds and then my shield would be back up, so I can just very confidently tank the little hunters. Now that's no longer the case. If a charger goes past me, strips my shield, now those little hunters are very, very high threat. Yeah, it's a problem. We saw that the armor actually works a little bit more properly now. It takes fewer hits to kill you. The overall survivability went down. So I would say I do feel more pressure now. When playing solo is one thing, but like just when facing like hordes of enemies, I do feel a lot more pressure to play safer. And to even more so put more distance between me and the enemy than I did before. So that just, in my book, that just increases the requirement for movement speed as opposed to the requirement for more health. Because it wasn't health that killed me, or like the lack of health, ironically, right? I did run out of health. It was not, health wasn't the issue necessarily. Even when I was running the medium armor is, when I get caught, I die. That was basically the gist of it. Like you get caught, you die. So it all comes down to just dodging, weaving, putting distance between you and the enemy so you can reload, so that you can charge up your rifle, so that you can call down a stratagem. If anything, the nerf to the shield and the nerf to health, it just made me want to play higher movement speed, like made me want to play light armor even more. Because I'm just not impressed by the defensibility. Like I have twice the armor, but I only have like slightly more health. It didn't matter. At the end of the day, it didn't matter. When the charger walked over me like a couple of minutes ago, and just kind of got me stuck in the corner, I just got insta-killed. There was not even a chance for me to get out of there. I just got rammed into a wall, and that was it. Does the 150 or the 200 armor change much? I mean, we can see it in the shop now. The fortified commando. I mean, it does have the same speed and stamina as the 150, but it just doesn't have like any benefits here except like the 50 armor is the benefit. Do I feel like this helps? No. Does surviving one charger hit more help? Every now and then. I mean, you might as well then take like the 50% survival. One armor that does interest me, and I'm not sure if it exists. Let me check real quick. In terms of survivability. So no. So this is medium with a 50% chance not to die. Nope. And this is also medium with a 50% chance not to die. And in here, they're all limb health, right? Limb health, and limb health. So I'm interested to see a light armor that has a 50% chance not to die. I think that would probably be the strongest armor in the game, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, that's kind of a bet. I'm yet to see one in the shop. I don't know if a combination like that even exists. Do I have it unlocked by any chance? No, this is all medium. So also weirdly enough, it says, oh, this is a medium armor that gives 150 instead of 100. This is the armor that you start the game with. That's very interesting. Okay, so you do kind of have these like light medium, which is, well, this is 770 by 530. Again, the health just doesn't matter. That's the take. That's my take on this. Is just health just doesn't matter. There's so many things that can one-shot you. 200 armor, like you get hit by an allied barrage. Will it make a difference? I don't think so. Honestly, I don't. Okay, that's gonna be all for this stream. We are probably gonna release a video about like we're gonna make a video out of the stream. We're gonna talk maybe a little bit more in the video, or maybe I'm gonna do some voiceovers. That's about it. Yeah. So thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one.